Hey everybody, it's a new day down here in the shop, and we are about to roll out and go pick up some Samurais. So, got my truck fueled up. My boss man, well, my old boss man, I'm still working for him. He's gonna ride over in his rollback and pick these Samurais up. Me and my granddad are gonna go over here too and help him out. But I'm gonna go get some Samurais and get them back and show them off to you. So, stay tuned. Here we go. Got them all loaded up. That one's mine, and this one I'm doing work on. So that one's a 2-wheel drive, fuel injected. That one's 4-wheel drive. This one's 4-wheel drive. We'll get them on over to the house and get them unloaded. Hey everybody, it's a new day down here in the shop, and well, we're not in the shop today, we're outside the shop, but sun's shining and the puppies are playing, and we got these Sammies over here. I'm gonna hook the pressure washer up, but I wanted to go over them. This thing here, I believe is a 92, fuel injected, clean title, clean interior, nice rig. And this one's fuel injected. It got hot and popped the head gasket. Don't know if it warped the head or not, but I'm the third owner, I guess, and it was bought brand new in Hickory. And so I'm about 15 minutes from Hickory. Let's see. Check this thing under the hood. I've never even popped the hood on it. Body's in super great shape other than this. I don't know why, but my granddad had a 92 2-wheel drive, and his had the same ordeal where it rotted out right there. But I don't know, guess it's a common problem. See? But everything's all here, just dirty. So, but we'll put all this stuff back together after we get the head checked on it. And then this one, I believe, is an 87 tin top. Pretty clean interior. It's got carpet and stuff still in it, and headliners fell down. But this one, one of the spark plugs blew out of the head. This one was bought brand new in Gastonia, which is about 40 minutes away from me. So, pretty clean little rig. Let's see here. Let me pop the hood on this one. I guess that door's locked. Let's go over here. Yeah, I've never even popped the hood on them. I wasn't too worried about the motors. I was just worried about how nice the bodies were, and them having titles really makes a big deal for me, especially since I'd be selling them. But they all need a good cleaning. That's what I'm about to do, is come out here and pressure wash on them. Let's see here. And that do it. There we go. Oh man, this thing's a cream puff. Everything's still here. Everything. That's hard to find. Man. Not rotting out in the fender wells or nothing. So, I'm gonna get this thing real nice and clean. And this is the one that he's keeping. I traded work on this one, so I'm going to rebuild the motor and just refresh everything on this one. Traded the work for these two. So this is the one he's keeping. This is a 86, maybe. Nope, yeah, 86. And this is his little personal rider. So we're going to rebuild the motor on this one. We're going to get all three of them cleaned up because I don't want to be pulling them in the shop and then be all dirty and stuff. This one's got a Weber carb on it. We're going to put a 3K on it and make it, you know, just nice. So we're going to go over all three of them, clean them up, get them running and driving good. And I'm going to sell them too, and I guess buy me a trailer and buy me some more Sammies. That's how you do it. You keep on buying them and then hitting licks on them and then selling them off, and then you can buy a couple more with a little bit of the money, and then buy whatever you want. So I'm gonna get this camera set up, and we'll get the pressure washer out and start pressure washing. So they're all cleaned up nice enough to at least get in the shop now. And the engine bays are washed out and stuff. So this one will be the first one in because I want to get this one done and knocked out and get it back to him. And then we can start focusing on these. I'm going to yank the motor out of this thing and go ahead and get it all tore apart and get it cleaned up for him. And then once the motor's out and I take the interior out and stuff, I'll bring it back out here and pressure wash. The same thing with all the other ones. I'll pull the interiors out and get them out here and really get a deep clean on them and go over them with a brush. Some of that moss and stuff, especially on this white one. I don't know how well the camera will show it, but see the mossy stuff that's been baked on there. We'll get all that stuff cleaned off with a brush, and I'll re-pinstripe everything. But they cleaned up pretty good. This one will definitely be a high dollar seller. It's got this fancy steering wheel. JS's are usually pretty high dollar. A lot of the Puerto Ricans like these. They build what they call, not just saying that, they build Puerto Rican style Samurais. Like, that's a thing. So the two-wheel drive ones they really like because they like to put rotary engines and stuff in them, and I got a lot of buddies that are into that. So this one will probably go real quick. Same thing with the tin top, it'll go real quick, unless I just decide to keep them. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and get them all three rolled into the shop and start tearing stuff apart, and then we'll go over like what we're gonna do to each one of them, and then that'll probably be a wrap on this video. And then we'll go over each of them and sort of show you what we do with them, like when we get them in this situation, like because there's different stuff that needs to be done to each one of them, and all the servicing and stuff like that, and getting them back on the road. So these two, or well, actually all three of them will be nice road Samurais. So but yeah, let me get them pushed in here and see you then. All right, so we're down here in the shop. We got all the Sammys moved in. This is the project Samurai that we're working on for the guy that donated the other two to me. So we're gonna do some stuff on this. We gotta yank this motor out and do a rebuild and refresh on it. And we're gonna put a 3K kit on it and get rid of this Weber and get rid of all this vacuum and craziness, all this junk left over from the stock carb that wasn't properly deleted. This charcoal canister, basically all the stuff that's still on here that doesn't need to be. So like all these little plugs and things, all this will be simplified, and it'll have a 3K kit on it, and I'll zip tie his factory plugins for everything back towards the firewall. So we'll get it all cleaned up, rebuilt, but we're gonna yank this motor out and do some things. We're gonna put brakes on all four corners, go through and service the front end, transmission, transfer case, rear end, put shifter bushings and everything. Make it to where he can drive it and have a good time with it. Clean it up real good. I still need to pull the top off and like the seat covers and like really clean the inside of it for him. I told him I'd bed liner the inside. So here's this one. The 92 two-wheel drive, we're gonna pull the head off because he said it got hot. So we're gonna pull the head off, get it decked and pressure checked, and check everything else out, and put it all back together with a new water pump and all new cooling system and stuff, and clean it up really nice. I've already got a buyer lined up for this thing, I believe. So we're also gonna do brakes on all four corners on this. All right, the engine's out. Only took me about an hour to get everything split apart. Took me a little longer because I wanted to pull the carb off and get the intake stripped and everything. Just makes it easier for when I put it all back together. But engine's on the table. I don't think this thing's ever been out before. I don't even think it's had a clutch done on it. So everything's pretty well original. I did find a couple little things, but I'll show all that to you tomorrow. I'm tired. It's like 11:30 and I'm all bloody and greasy, so I'm gonna go take a shower and go to bed. But let's see, just one quick thing here on this cylinder head. bunch of these little keeper screws were missing and jumped out. And I think somebody had done a cooling system on this thing before, because it had a pretty newer water pump and a nice new timing belt and a nice new cam gear. But yeah, so tomorrow we'll bag up all these parts. I know where everything goes, but I'll bag up all these parts and get a tote set aside, and we'll get this thing up in the air and get all the wheels and tires pulled off and get all the brakes and stuff apart. That way when all our stuff gets here, because our brake stuff will be here before our engine stuff is. I've still got to rip that block apart, which I'll show that to you, and then get it to the machine shop. But we're going to rip the brakes off. Brake parts should be here tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and go through all the brakes and pull the tank out, get it cleaned out, blow all the lines out. That way, as soon as we got our motor back from the machine shop, all we got to do is stab it. And yeah, but I'll see you guys in the morning. Hey everybody, it's a new day, and today we're out of the shop, away from all the craziness. I got burnt out yesterday working on all that stuff, and we're down here in the town of Catawba, about 5 minutes from my house, at the first annual Catawba Cruise In. It's a memorial show, so we're gonna walk through here and show y'all some cars. Got the van entered, got Puddin sitting up in the front seat, so we'll get some footage and show you off some cars, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time, so stay tuned. A Nova, sweet. Immaculate F-150. Camaro with big nitrous kit on it. Oh, that's an LS. 70s model. Oh, sorry. Let me run you over. Sorry.
Trying to stay out of here.
Nino. Got a LT tune port injection. Sweet bump side. So it's the next day. We're down here at the shop. We got this head going, this block, this rotating assembly. This is the one off the white one. He was right. It was, you know, the head gasket was blown and it had water coming in it. So that one's probably junk. I got another set of these rods and rockers and a cam that would go in this. So the head's still good, but we're going to take this one instead. So we'll take these 3 heads. And I think on the tin top, instead of pulling the head off and doing all that stuff, let's see, where'd I put that? Right here. I got a helical set. So I think I'm gonna redo that spark plug hole and throw a plug in it. And yeah, so let's see. I'm pretty sure it's a 30. We're going to pull all the plugs out and just check everything over. But I'm also going to tear all this apart so we can put the 3K kit on it. So it'll get rid of all this vacuum, all these plugs, everything. It'll get rid of this, which I'll keep it. And we can go ahead and take this gaudy looking thing off of here and just really make it look nice in here. So, but yeah, I'm going to get all this stuff stripped apart and I'll show you what it looks like. Right, so we've been down here jamming out, and we got all this stuff stripped off, so the 3K will just be ready to throw on there. And I don't know how well y'all be able to see it, but that hole's fixed. It's helicoiled. There wasn't no sense in pulling this head off and doing all that craziness, and it wasn't even really bad. It's still thread in there, but I just didn't trust it. So helicoil's in it, it's Loctited in, it's ready to go, so everything's smooth. But yeah, this will probably be it for this video. I did get a lot of stuff done, and there'll definitely be a part 2, part 3, whatever, until I get these finished up, but we're gonna be waiting for a minute, get these motors out of here, and while everything's apart, I'm probably gonna roll these back out and really do a good clean on them, and probably get I'm gonna pour a little pad outside somewhere for my air compressor and relocate this table, and I'll probably end up taking and putting that Sammy right here, that way I can get my cabriolet back in, because we got the block back. And then I just went and picked up my rings and bearings that are matched to it. So yeah, we'll be getting ready to put this sucker back together and get it in the cabbie. So yeah, but thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.